So, you want to make some Papa John's pizza, but you're not a Papa and your name's not John. This is looking pretty unfortunate, can't lie to you. Hey guys, I'm TutsByKai. I'm Kai, and today we're back once again taking a look at how to make a nice little pixel art portrait kind of looking thing today. And we're going to get started. The first thing I want to do is I want to point out the fact that I'm in a 64 by 64 canvas. So that means it's 64 pixels up like this and 64 pixels to left to right. So, with that being said, we have one layer here. The first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and I just want to get down a shape. So we're going to go ahead and instead of using colors or something like that, we're just going to use a generic color. We use a bright color so we can easily change it later on. We're going to use a nice pink. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and just make a generic shape. Now we could go and do the corny, like symmetrical thing like this. This is the head. This is the ear. This is. I don't want to do that. I don't feel like doing that kind of thing. So, what I want to do is I want to do a dynamic character. A character. I want to do a character pose, guys. I want to do a character portrait. So let's go ahead and just create a nice little shape for the head here. We're gonna a nice little circle there. Nice little circle. Pretty decent circle for using the mouse and pixel art. You know. There we go. Now I'm gonna fill it in by hitting G to go to the bucket tool and then just clicking in all these things. I think it might be F by default, I'm not sure, but just go over here to the bucket tool, click that, and then just click inside of there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and maybe hit B to go back to the brush and maybe round it off a little bit like that. There we go, looking kind of nice. Now with that done, I want to go ahead and potentially maybe add in an ear like that. There we go. Maybe clean it up a little bit on the sides. Something like that. There you go. That's nice. That's nice. Like that. Cool. Now I do potentially maybe want to make a little bit of a jaw here. Now I want this to maybe be an old man, so we'll kind of try and keep that in mind as we continue along here. So I've decided this looks fine. So with this first color, now I just want to get the shape down. So now we can go ahead and actually change to the color we're going to use, which is like this is like grayish, kind of darkish skin tone like this. Hit G, bucket fill, and there we go. Now this looks like an old man skin tone to me. Like it looks kind of old, you know, kind of ratchety, you know, kind of crutchety, you know, like maybe he's seen some things. I think his ear's not big enough. Let's go ahead and actually, I'm gonna hit I to eye drop this color, and then just hit B, use brush tool, and then I'm just gonna make his ear. Ooh, oh, that's some old man droopy ears if I've ever seen in my life. Okay, yeah, we've done it. Now for the second ear, I'm gonna actually make a second one. We're gonna darken it, pull a little bit more to the left, and then we're gonna go ahead and add a new layer beneath this. So new layer. This is gonna be the second layer. So we're just gonna click this layer, and then grab the yellow piece that's underneath, like the yellow piece that's around it, and then just click it, drag it, move it underneath the other layer. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with this, like the shape like that. There we go. Very nice. Round that off a little bit. There we go. Cool, nice. So we have an old man. I am gonna go ahead and make a background real quick. So right click, new layer, move beneath everything, and I'm gonna make this a nice dark color so you can see a little bit easier what's going on. Now I don't think the contrast between these two ears is dark enough, so there we go. Nice. Okay, I want to use this color as also the neck color, so let's go ahead and do that now. We'll just create the nice little neck there. And then maybe we'll have to go down like this too. There we go. But for the second half of this neck, I want to make it the real color, so it looks like there's a shadow. So I drop that by hitting I on our keyboard, and then hit B to go back to the brush, and then we'll just like this, hit G, and then fill all of that with the regular color. So it looks like there's a shadow there of his jaw, which looks really good. This piece needs to be, there we go, cool. Maybe a little bit too much now. There we go. Well, it looks fine the way that it is. All right, we'll leave it like that. Nice. So with that done, I'm gonna go ahead and create a nice little shirt for him. We're gonna make his shirt maybe green, like a light green, something like this, maybe. I'm gonna just go ahead and just put this down, just get it down, you know, onto the canvas, put it on the idea board, you know, and then we're just gonna have this thing go like this, and then fill that in. There we go. Very nice. I think Looks good so far. Now what I want to do is I want to change the color of the shirt right off the rip-a-zip. We'll change it to a bluish color like that. And then I'm going to give it nice little Hawaiian looking flowers, I guess. So we'll do like this, and then off of each of these would be like this, I guess. Then we'll do like this, and this will be a little bit more freeform. Okay. This one looks a little bit too done now. So let's actually, yeah, this one looks a little bit too like manufactured. So I'll actually get rid of that one. And this too. All right, the center, the little piece that comes out, little piece that comes out, little piece that comes out. Okay, and this looks much better than it did before. All right, nice, nice, something like that perhaps. Yeah, okay. Now, with that done, I want to go ahead and create a line down his shirt. So I'm going to grab the blue color, the original blue color, drag it down a little bit, drag it a little bit to the right, create a little bit more blue in there. Go back to the brush tool, and we can go ahead and just draw that line straight on down through here somewhere. Make sure that it goes all the way through. And that is the line for our shirt. There we go. Now with this done, I want to go ahead and maybe put it around the collar as well, just in case. You never know. There you go. Nice. So with that completed, I want to maybe do something like this. Yeah. Okay. Now with this almost finished, I want to potentially move on to his face now, because we've kind of done everything that I wanted to do down here, with the exception of maybe a little bit of detail, but it's fine. We'll go ahead, and I want to keep it really simple as well, so I don't want to overdo it. We'll put a little bit of yellow into the tint of his eyes, and then we'll just go for it. On this new layer, the top layer, we can actually merge these by right clicking, and then just merging down. There you go. So all that's in the same layer now. Now, with this, I want to just create two big old circles like that. The good thing about pixel art is that if you ever mess it up, you can just go ahead and just erase the pixels. You don't have to worry about hitting Control Z or whatever else, unless it's like, you know, something really insane. You don't want to redraw it. And I'm gonna cut it off like that, or maybe we'll cut it straight. We can do that. That's fine. We can get away with that. Yeah, we can totally get away with that. All right, nice. And then we'll just fix this up real quick, like that. There we go. I think that's the same exact. I just accidentally made the same exact eye back to back. That's weird. I did not mean to do that. Anyway, let's move this over a little bit. I did that really fast. Sorry. We're gonna go ahead and hit M on our keyboard. And that's going to pull up the box select tool. Just grab a like box, and then you can move it up. So I just decided to grab this eyeball and then just move it over like this. I can move it around. But yeah, so there we go. I did that really fast. My fault. Now, with the eyes, with the eyelids rather, I want to create a darker color of this. So we'll grab this color right here, the darker color we created earlier. And then we'll go ahead and kind of make it like a little eyeball like that. Like that, right? There you go. I want to maybe fix this. Oh, like not that, like this. There we go. And I think I want to pull it out like this. Yeah, okay. And then on the actual eyelids itself, create a nice lighter color. And then we'll just put that on the tops of the eyelids there. Maybe on this piece as well. Maybe. And then for the I want to do like bags as well. For the bags, with the same thing, darker color underneath. Same thing for this, darker color underneath. There we go. That's a little too dark, so we'll go ahead and actually eyedrop this And then all right, we'll use the darker color, and then we'll just drop the opacity down, and then hit add that color somewhere, just like right there randomly, and then we'll eye drop that, and then we can just hit G to bucket fill that onto the bags of the eyelids. There we go. We'll just get rid of that. Nice, very, very smart, easy. The pupils, of course, just put the pupils in real quick. Might as well. We'll do just do something like that, I suppose. Yeah, okay. And then we'll do like a whitish color, I guess. Nah, that looks weird. It's like a calico cat. Maybe we'll do like this. We'll just leave it like that, maybe. And then we'll just leave it like that. Yeah, it kind of fits him, actually. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of fits him. It looks pretty decent. Now with the lips, I want to go ahead and do a big old top lip. There we go. And then we will just probably go ahead and leave it like that. I'm gonna move this over like that. This piece. Okay. There we go. Nice. Maybe a little bit too big. Okay. And then I kind of want to have his mouth droop down like this as well. Yes, there we go. Okay, I like that. Now the face shape is looking mighty young now that I'm seeing it. So let's go ahead and actually extend his chin a good bit. There. Oh, that is perfect. Wow. Such a subtle change makes so much difference. All right. We'll grab this darker color once again. Actually, we'll grab the second lighter color, the second darker color. And then we'll just create like a little thing, you know. Just one of these. There's a little bit of one of those, you know. All right. Now with the ears, I want to create an actual ear like space. So let's go ahead and do that now. Like this. And then maybe I think that might just be fine. Like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice. I like that the way that it is. And then we'll create a even darker color over here. So I can just even see anything. This is way too saturated. So I can even just see anything at all. Nice. Okay. So there we go. We have that looking mighty nice. One of the last things I want to do for the face is the eyebrows. So I think we might actually nix this idea up here, and we'll just keep the lines that we created previously. I might just actually make it all the darker line like that, which looks probably fine. But instead, we'll probably just go ahead and do the eyebrows themselves. So let's grab a darker brownish color, and then we'll just paint these eyebrows in like this, make them nice and thick. I don't know how he still has his eyebrows. He's like 107 years old, but he looks good. Okay, that's all that we need to know, is he looks good, and he looks good doing it. Okay, I don't know why, but actually I might make these gray. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, there you go. Never mind, I lied. He does not have brown hair anymore. He has gray hair. That is wild. I'm gonna create that lighter color that we have once again, but this time I'm gonna put it on top of his lip in this little area where it's like lighter. There's a name for this, and I can't remember what it is. Someone in the comments will remember, but there's a name for that little piece that you have in the middle of your lip that goes in like that, on the top, in the middle like that. Okay, but yeah, somebody in the comments knows. If you know, in the comments, put it down in the comments. You might just search it on Google and then just come and write the comment, but that's fine. Okay, it's fine. That's using your resources. That's okay. Do we do this? I think it looks kind of strange, actually. It looks like it's too bright, so we just maybe do that one. Okay, that looks fine, maybe, depending. I don't like this little piece. Okay, I like that. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. And then for his nose, I want to potentially do something like that, and have it come up and out. Nice. And then Maybe this little piece right here for his nostril. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's decent. That was decent. That was decent. That was decent. That's decent. Okay, we don't even need a nostril. And then for the lighter colors, we'll just create that lighter color once again. Can't seem to put this one anywhere, but it will stick this time. I promise you. I want a little shiny spot in his nose there. Maybe the four corners. Like this, this is not what I wanted to do at all. Like I wanted you to all know that this is not what I meant to bring up. Okay, this is the second time this has been on the screen, and I didn't want it on the screen one time. Okay, it's just it's happening, and I don't know why. All right, we'll put that there. Actually, do I want to? What does this look like if we do like a highlight on the edge of his nose? Not in the bottom though. A spoon. Okay, I like that. It looks good. Okay, yeah, we might do that. We might do that, and then we'll do like a little shine on the outside of him as well, like this. Yes, this is wild. This is so cool. I love it. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. It probably stops there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Do we even? Oh, that looks good. That's perfect. Okay, I don't think we do too much there with that. I want to make his eyebrows not like that. Yeah, he looks so fed up with whatever the hell's going on. He looks very upset, and I don't know why. I feel bad for him. He's going through it today. Something ruined his day, and who knows what it was. It could have been. He could have seen the neighbors just moved in. You know, maybe they just moved in. He could have ate a hot tamale. Who knows? You know, it could be anything with him. You know, old man. We gotta come up with a name for him. Come up with a name for this guy in the comments, and I'll pick like my favorite one, and I'll probably pin it or something. But come up with a name for this guy, please. I need to know. I need a name for him, like Clint. He doesn't look like Clint at all, but you get the idea. He doesn't look as old as I wanted him to, so let's go ahead and fix that by creating some age lines like that. I'm gonna turn pixel perfect on, so this like the edges. If you take a look, you see the edges how they're like there's not pieces here, you know. But if I turn pixel perfect off, you can see it puts lines that connect the pixels. So I'm gonna turn that off for a second, and we'll just draw with this like that, which makes me feel I don't really like drawing with pixel perfect on because it makes me feel awkward, and I feel like it's harder to draw. But for this, I will turn it on. So let's go ahead and do that, like this potentially. Maybe some Wi-Fi. I'll put a little Wi-Fi on his head. There you go. A little bit of Wi-Fi. Okay, nice. You love to see it. Maybe more age lines here under his bags. A little bit of wrinkles, creases. You know, a little bit of crease. Oh no. Put a little bit of this there. Ooh, he looking mighty old now. Okay, I think we fix it up in a matter of seconds. I was worried he wasn't looking old enough, but I think we just fixed it in a matter of seconds. I kind of want to give him an earring, like he used to be like a rock band rocker, and he's just keeping it in now for a good time's sake. Oh, maybe like do a whole hoop. He's like an actual rock star, like a full-on rock star. Yeah, look at that. It's distracting. It's so distracting. Let's make it gold. Maybe he's a pirate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, and then like a little darker color right here where it pierces his ear. Oh my goodness, it's still really bright. Let me actually drop it down a little bit. There we go. Hopefully this is better. No, not that. Stop. There you go. Not yellow enough. Can't lie. It's a process. And then we'll do a little bit of a lighter color for something like this. So it looks like it's shining a little bit, I guess. All right, I think that fits him pretty well. I kind of want to put it on the other ear though. So let's go ahead and actually use the move tool to just select all of this, hit M, and then we'll just put it over here. Literally not even do anything else to it. We'll just put it right there, literally. And I might want to flip it actually. Let's flip it. Let's flip it first. So we'll go to, I believe it is edit. Yep, flip horizontal, and then we can just put it there. Nice. Want you to make me feel. All right. I think that This is probably fine right there. There we go. And then we'll just create the darker color. There we go. That's perfect. Nice. And we got to fix this ear. Or maybe he got attacked in this ear. Maybe we'll leave it like that. He got attacked. He was attacked in this ear when he was younger. It was devastating. He actually could have lost his ear, but he didn't. It was it's a long story for our hero Barney. That's not his name. Please type a name in the comments, please. Please type a name in the comments. All right. Okay. Nah, nice. I just wanted to make a little bit of a line in his ear because it's bugging me. There was nothing in it at all. It was just like, what? There was something weird. It was looking like it was going on. All right. I don't want to overdo it, so I think we're gonna call it. I want to maybe use this darker color right here, and then that's probably good. This tutorial is way longer than I wanted it to be, but that's fine because I'm having fun. We'll do something like that. Just create the darker edge there, and then maybe I'll split his lip. Yeah, like that. And then this bottom half will be his bottom lip. I didn't want to do a bottom lip, but I guess we might as well. I mean, why the heck not? His top lip kind of big, bottom lip kind of small. The bottom lip looks weird. Never mind, I'll take it back. All right, that is it. That is our pixel art portrait. I don't know what his name is. Whatever his name is, he does not look very happy. I'm gonna hide this, and we'll create a black outline around him. Even though we can do it not by hand, we can do it. I won't do it like this. It's fine. We never do this. FX outline. We're on the wrong layer. My fault, guys. Go to layer 2, which is our guy. Phil. What? Phil? What? Edit? What am I saying? Phil? Who is this? What? Outline. And then we just go ahead and do it like this. It's so super easy to outline things in Aseprite. It's actually disgusting how crazy it is. And you can also add in these little extra little bits and bobs and stuff, and add these pieces and the bottom pieces, and you can have fully blacked out, decked out. But we're just gonna do the 4 immediate pieces, which is the left, right, top, and bottom, not the corner pieces, not the center. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick before we do it and hit OK. I think I want to maybe add a black line around this edge right here just to solidify his jaw. Yeah, maybe. And I think that is probably it. I hope you, ladies and gentlemen, enjoyed it. This is our man. Look at him. He looks very upset. This is our character portrait of an old man. I don't know what his name is. Type his name down in the comments below. I'll find ones I like and heart him as always and stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. But until then, bye-bye.